Welcome home, son. Welcome home, said social. Mind if I sit down in your bus?
Every war is different.
Hoorah.
Every war is the same.
Hi class, my name is Tony Henson. I'm going to be touching on topics that veterans face every single day. The three main problems that veterans face are homelessness, lack of medical treatment, and unfortunately suicide and depression is one of the problems that plague veterans every single day. It's important because these are the men and women that provide our freedoms for the wonderful country that we live in. And it's also near and dear to my heart because I served my country for 4.5 years in the United States Marine Corps. I have friends that are missing their arms and legs, and I even have friends that did not come back home. The first thing I'm going to be talking about is veteran homelessness. 39,000 veterans approximately will lay down in the streets and sleep in a country that they served. 11% of the homeless population are veterans, and many of them are single. They suffer from mental illness, and a lot of them have alcohol and substance abuse problems. You think 39,000, that's not a lot. Well, 1.4 million veterans live in impoverished conditions, and they also face homelessness, and I myself was a homeless veteran at one point. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the lack of proper medical condition. There's absolutely no excuse for the men and women that fought and protected, watched their friends got blown up themselves, to come back to this country and not be able to get a doctor's appointment and have to wait a week, a month, and even sometimes 2 months to be seen by a doctor. That is just absolutely unacceptable. It makes you feel worthless. It makes you feel like you were unappreciated for the sacrifice that you made. And yeah, it's just awful. There's absolutely no excuse for it. And the last thing I'm going to be talking about is depression and suicide, and also anxiety. Many veterans, as you know, suffer from PTSD from traumatic experiences that they had while they served overseas. And also, we as a military kind of develop a culture, and when you get out of the military, it's really hard to, get back into a civilian lifestyle. You really have to, make things a lot different. You have to really watch yourself. You have to censor yourself, and you just can't behave the same way that you're used to, and you're treated as you're not normal. Many of these veterans take medications, have a hard time developing relationships with their families, their loved ones, even their best friends when they come back home. And 22 veterans a day commit suicide, and that's just absolutely unacceptable. I got back from my deployment, and I went and saw a Navy corpsman, and in the Marine Corps, it's go, 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 hard charger, no rest for the wicked, and that's how I believed. I am 31 years old, and I've shrunk 1.5 inches. I was almost 6'1", and right now I'm 5'11". I'm not even 6 foot, not even with my boots on. So I've had a little wear and tear on my body. When I saw a Navy corpsman, the first thing they told me was take 800 milligram ibuprofen and drink water. And went back a second time, he told me something pretty similar. The third time I said, all right, boys, I said, there's something wrong with my knee. We need to do something. So finally they gave me an x-ray. And, an x-ray doesn't do a lot for a tendon. So 6 years later, I had patellar tendon surgery. I had 24 staples in my left knee. I wore a knee brace for approximately 6 months. And you know, I developed anxiety for the first time in my life, and you know, just deal with a lot of different problems that veterans face. And I could go on, but I hope I, you know, answered some of your guys' questions, maybe some myths that you guys had about, you know, what veterans go through, or if we have the perfect, you know, benefits after we get out. We don't, and we deal with a lot of problems. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to email me, and thank you for your time.